another episode. Frugal Outdoors, me Dylan. We're out fishing again. So really should think about changing the channel name, I think. Frugal goes fishing, really. The Frugals go fishing, that'll be better. But yeah, we're out again tonight. I haven't fished for probably about 10 days. In between the comp and now. I've been to France, only for 2 days. Quickly nipped over, see some relatives, that was great. Didn't take any fishing gear. Wasn't allowed. No, not really. No, we just didn't have time. So, this evening, we are, well, I say we, I'm fishing with Nick, he's already down here. We're at Brook. Now, there's quite a lot of this, I don't know if you can see it, there's quite a lot of this weed. I think they call it May bloom. But it's only in about, I don't know, 5 to 10 yards. And apparently Nick was saying if we cast over it should be fine. So that's what we're going to do. Water is a bit murky, which is good, I guess. There's not a tiny bit of swell. It's absolutely glorious. It's super warm today. Yeah, he's already down there. So I'm going to get on down, get set up, and then I'll show you what baits we got and rigs, etc. Till then, enjoy the walk down and enjoy the tunes. See you in a bit. One ready. I'm just going to launch this one out quick. Well, I say launch, just lob it. So basically on one rod, I'm running a running ledger. It's got about 4 foot of running ledger. 5-ounce gripper, might go no grips. And then I've got on this one, big squid, but I've only got this one rod ready. I just want to get a bait in the water. It's absolutely glorious down here. Nick's already got a bait in. He's got some crab out there at the moment. I'm going to get a crab. My crab's defrosting, so I'm going to have to wait a little bit. So I might get a fish bait out. But yeah, hopefully we might get to see a bass. Might see a hound. There's plenty of crab shells and stuff on the beach, so they're obviously peeling. And like Nick said, there's a bit of a crab massacre down here. So hopefully we can get into a fish or two. But let's get these out. Yeah. Yes! Come on, fishy! Do you literally just... do you single hook it then? Like, oh, this is a sardine.
I've got a penno on that, but no, I would normally just... have you got a penno on that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially, go in.
So I normally go in there and then I come out the belly.
You never come out the belly, it's too soft.
Or down the back.
Yeah, come back out of his back. Right down there.
Okay.
And then just strap that on and then bring the second one up in there.
In that.
And try and turn him the other way.
Wicked.
In case he picks it up the other side.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, I don't know what size hook that is. It's not very big.
Enough, mate. Check it out.
Right, second rod is ready to go out. Still waiting for the crab to defrost, so I've got half a sardine there, head and guts essentially. That's on an up and over. I think that's maybe a 3.0 specimen. It's a wide mouth hook, but I think some makes call them specimen just because they're really strong and they're a bit thicker gauge. That's on an up and over, and that one I'm going to chuck out a little bit further. Last one was about 40 yards, maybe 40 to 60. This one I'm going to go a little bit further, straight in front. Hopefully, get fish. Right, so we're in. They've basically been in the water for probably about 5 minutes now, I reckon. Probably even longer, to be honest. We've been having a chat. But they're both out there. They're both fishing. I've just made up another rig. Or baited up another rig, shall I say. Let's have a quick look. There, so this is on a pulley pennel. That's got a 3.0, basically the same setup. It's a 3.0 wide mouth on the bottom. Can't really see. It's a 3.0 sticking out the bottom there, and that's pennelled up with like a 2.0 or a 3.0 Chinese style hook. I will put those grips up. That's on a 5 ounce as well, so I'm going to ping that out in a sec. There's been no movement on it, but I mean, look at it. Look at it. Super, super calm. Just hope that we can, one of us can get into a fish. Right, that's the first crab bait. That is, this is my first crab bait to go out. So I have only let. I'm going to let that. I'm going to change the sardine. I'm going to let the squid sit out there for a bit longer, and that sardine is getting changed straight away now, and get out there so I can fish with some crab. When you kick yourself that you didn't bring any feathers, and the birds are probably 150 yards, I reckon, probably out of my range, but they're slowly moving in close, and you can see the splashes. So maybe schoolie bass. I mean, I can see fish breaching all the time, but I haven't got any feathers, and neither's Nick. And he's digging deep, looking. Yeah, there's definitely something out there. Real shame. Like I say, they're not very far. Just there, look. Right. Now I found some foil in my bag, and the birds are so close now. I can hit those ones now. They're 80 to 100 yards. I've got a bit of foil, and I've got a 2-hook rig. So let's see if we can't make some kind of fish imitation. And I messed up the knot because I'm rushing. Oh, come on. Oh, they're super close, man. Right, we're good. We're good. Now I've got plain lead there. Let's get this rod in. Quick sharp. Right, see what happens. Have you got one? Have you got one? Yeah, look, something's bitten off the bottom of my foil. Oh, what? Oh, that's out there. Go on. Right, so we've been fishing for like 2 hours, and apart from a lot of mucking around, trying to get a schoolie bass on a bit of foil. It's been pretty quiet, but I did only have one rod in for ages, so it's a really nice evening down here. I mean, we're pushed right back. We've got spring tides kind of at the moment. High tide is in about an hour, I think, hour and a half maybe. maybe even 2 hours. I don't know really. I didn't pay too much attention. I just wanted to come out fishing. But we're pushed right up to the back. We're probably about 100 yards past the corner. So if you are accessing here by Compton, walk all the way towards Brook, just around the corner, and we're about 100 yards around there. We came in at Brook side, got down to Brook, turned right. It feels fishy. It feels like there should be a bass come out. Anything would be great. Bass or a hound. I'm predominantly using crab. Let's have a look quick. So I did the cardinal sin. I've left my I forgot to plug the battery charger into the battery pack into the phone, so the phone's been switched off and I have no idea how long for. Oh. Well, that was a good knock. That's the first decent knock I've had all night. We were mucking around for ages. I had a bit of foil on, just on a 2-hook flapper, trying to get some schoolie bass, which went horribly wrong in the end because I hooked up my other line, dragged it in, it all went slack, and then it all got covered in weed and snapped off. I did manage to pull it all out, but I've got 2 crab baits out there now, and somebody asked if I could show them how I bait up crab. So I'll do that in a minute. Gutted, that was a really good bite. Let's say there's loads and loads of schoolies around here. Oh, it'd be nice to see it go again. Not concentrating, see, talking to this. Trying to sort the battery out. Probably been missing that bite for 5 minutes. Right, so here we go. This is how I bait up a crab. So I've only got like a 3.0 specimen. I just had a really good knock. I had a really good knock. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. I saw that. Yeah, so I'm basically putting the hook in at the bottom, somewhere fleshy. There you go, somewhere like there. Make sure the hook's obviously showing. I try, because I've cut them in half, all this brown meat, all the gubbins, wants to come out. So I try and envelope that together to try and keep as much of that juice in there as I can. And then basically just bind it up the line. Plenty of bait elastic. Again, just make sure that hook's nice and proud. Right there. This one's not a great one, but it will do. Like I say, I'm sure there's other ways to do it. This might not be the right way, it's just how I do it. Round we go, in there. And then just grab that other hook if I can find it. Keeping an eye on the other rod. And then a couple of wraps for that pennel in the top. So that one's sticking out there, nice and proud. That one's down there, nice and proud. And there we go. That one's on a pulley pennel. Yeah, I don't know if you can see the moon behind. Absolutely stunning. Big super moon, big blood moon, I don't know what you want to call it, but it's big, it's bright and it's orange. I'm hoping that came out on the camera. I chucked a whole pout up there. It's only about that big, but it's on the wrong rig really. It's on a pulley, and
There's another one down there, mate.
oh yeah. Yeah, so I'm getting a couple of bites on the pulley, but like I say, it's the wrong rig. I should have put it on the running ledger, but just been getting some bites on the crab as well. So, but nothing's really committing at all. Yeah, I look like a reasonable bite then. Look like a reasonable bite.
Yeah, it looks like
There we go. Look. Something has absolutely nailed that. That was a whole pout. Something's been chewing on it. Probably a conger or something, but something's been chewing on it. I want to catch it. Wow. Missed a couple of decent bites tonight. Could have been some crabs and stuff, but I think the rod tip was too active to be crab. But I've just got at the minute I've got another pout out there and another big crab bait, and I've got a sardine, which was from the other one at the very start of the session, rigged up ready to go. So I've had one chuck with 2 hooks, and the rest has been big baits all night. So it was a little bit of an all or nothing, but it's been really enjoyable. It's a stunning evening. It's really nice to catch up with Nick. I haven't fished with him for a while. It'd be really nice to get something. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but I seem to be on a bit of a losing streak at the moment. I say, fingers crossed, last half hour. Right, so that's the pout. The one on the right is the pout. And I just had a good pull again. I thought that was on for sure. When I struck into that, and I could feel the weight of the fish on there. But you saw the way the rod went over. But do you know what? It was right on the end. It had just taken the tail. I cut the tail off, the very tip of the tail. So whatever it was, had taken the bottom hook, but just hadn't properly hooked. Oh, gutted, man. That was the best bite of the night. Probably a conger, but you never know. You've seen this? I've literally just, I must have cast onto a fish. Both of them. Just got that. I literally just cast it. I must have landed on his head. And the other one looks like it wants to go. But that is well in size. The other one's bouncing. That's a decent fish. But yeah, man, look at that. Beauty. I'm stoked. That's my first bass of the year. I literally just cast that last cast. Half a sardine, literally landed, soon as it landed, bite on. Chuffed. And a very, very, very sandy little eel. I'll chuck this one straight back in. Oh mate, I'm made up. Yeah! Woo! Woo! Oh, so happy. Right, so on that note, both my rods are out. I'd had my last cast, so I've got to pack up. It's no worth chucking another bait out. I was gonna go home. Target acquired. I'm so happy. Yeah, just under £4. That's in the bag as well. So the bag's got to be a few ounces. So I don't know, £3.5 maybe, something like that. Banging. Awesome. Well, it was a very, very slow night, and then literally that bait must have just landed on his head. So yeah, slow night, but we got one in the end. So buzzing. So yeah, thanks for joining me. I hope you really liked the video. Tried to do a little bit more stuff with the bait presentation and stuff like that. And yeah, if you liked it, then please push the like icon. And yeah, if you haven't already subscribed, then please do. And until the next one, please take care, stay safe, and maybe see you out there. Cheers.